Counterterrorism expert and a former Israeli government spokesperson, retired IDF Colonel Miri is here. Miri, let me start with you. Is it clear to you that a complete assessment of everything that took place beginning Saturday morning has happened, or is the situation ongoing?
The situation is ongoing. We're talking about a terror massacring organization, Hamas, that I, as a counterterrorism expert, myself changed in that sense on October 7th to remind myself of what they do. This was pre-planned, very extensive, combined use of a lot of different, very basic capabilities, including things that we haven't really been talking until now, that taking the soldiers that they had massacred and then wearing the uniforms, and those are the kind of things that can still be ongoing. We don't have the exact number of how many of these terrorist operatives came into Israel. We've killed thousands in Israel. We don't know how many more are still there. They're popping up. They're still trying to do actions, both in infiltration. So it's not over yet. It's still ongoing. And a lot of the communities that are adjacent to the Gaza Strip itself, we're talking about towns and villages and kibbutzim and moshavim, all of the people are not there. So this is still totally ongoing.
Can you tell me what you just alluded to, that one of the tactics deployed to render some of these towns and villages defenseless was to slaughter and target the military first? Can you say more about that?
I think it's what we would call combined effort. I'm talking about a terror organization. That combined effort is that they came in and attacked both the soldiers and the dozens of civilian communities at the same time. With the soldiers, part of that pre-planning is to not only mutilate, torture in a barbaric manner, but to take the vehicles and the uniforms to be able to continue to use that, and also to be able to be the ones that when the reinforcements came in, they came in and saw soldiers, and those soldiers were Hamas terrorists who butchered them as well.
One of the I think pieces of the horror is the graphic nature of the terror attack. And obviously in this country, we have a single moment. It was a morning, right? September 11th happened in one very confined period of time in three very specific locations. This has a different nature to it, that it was in some ways slow motion, face-to-face terrorism, staring at a child, staring at a mother, staring at a soldier, staring at a grandmother, taking people who suffered from chronic diseases. Can you just speak to whether, as a counterterrorism expert, there's anything about the brutality of the terror attack that surprised you?
It's what we saw with ISIS. And until October 7th in the morning, as an expert, I was always saying, Hamas is different. It's not ISIS. And I've changed. I learned I was wrong. On October 7th, I woke up and understood that all of the tactics, everything that we've talked about when it comes to ISIS, we have seen in these last few days. Maybe they've upped their game. How sarcastic can I be? But in that sense that they live stream it already, that it's in TikTok, that it's with these joyous aspects, and it's all done to be online, to show themselves they are proud of what they've done, and they will continue to do so. Those live images, and you mentioned this before, I don't even want to think about what they are going to do with the hostage situation in social media.